Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. I was up early this morning working on another project and happened to look at my portfolio. It wasn't doing nearly as badly as it ended up doing. Oh, before I begin, please click the subscribe button below. It really helps me out and it doesn't cost you anything. Thanks so much. And by the way, this is my 100th video that I've made. I'm still a long way from my dream and goal of being monetized, but I've stuck with it for about 9 months and plan to continue. Anyway, I look at my portfolio nearly every day, in particular my largest one, which is my Roth IRA. But when I look at it, I pay the most attention to my bigger holdings, which include Amazon and Tesla, both of which I'm still in the black, although with the current bear market, they're down quite a bit from their tops. Other smaller holdings that I have include Palantir, DraftKings, and Nvidia. At one point, all of those were doing extremely well for me, but are currently down to some degree. But the ones that I pay less attention to are the ones that I have just a handful of shares. Often what will happen is I'll make a contribution to my IRA and buy some shares of, say, Amazon. Then I'll have a little extra money left over and buy a couple shares of something else that's trading at a fairly low price. And that's stock price, not low price to earnings or anything like that. So that's how I ended up with some Hut 8 and some Matterport, etc. Anyway, I'm not going to go into any analysis on these, and I'm not going to talk about the financials in this video. I want to keep it very short, although there are other videos where I do go into more detail on some of these stocks that I'll mention. But right now, stocks like Arcimoto are down to $2.75 a share. Hut 8, $1.86 a share. Luminar Technologies, $6.42 a share. Matterport, which I've made many videos on, $4.01 a share. And of course, the one that really jumps out at me is Skills, down to $1.45 a share. Again, all of these I have just a handful of shares, and even though I'm down a large percentage from what I bought them at, it's not a large percentage of my portfolio. And I think that a person should be a long-term investor with most of their money in a well-diversified portfolio. But there's nothing wrong if you have a long-term horizon to have a small percentage of your portfolio in more riskier stocks, such as these, if you can stomach it. And of course, I bought these when the market was going up. And a monkey could throw a dart at a dartboard with the Wall Street Journal on it, and you could buy just whatever the dart hit and make money. In the case of these penny stocks that I mentioned, I think that some are very good companies, in particular Matterport. Others are risky speculations. But again, I'm comfortable with that, and I could afford to lose everything that I have in these. As I've mentioned, it won't affect me. But as you build your portfolio, build it with intention. What happens in a period like this, where we're in a bear market and a lot of bad things going on in the world, as well as in our own country? Things like war, high inflation, a recession, all of these can lead to a stock market that declines and then goes sideways for a number of years before it returns to the levels that we saw last year. Some stocks will be sleepers for years and go nowhere but sideways, and others will just disappear in bankruptcy. If you're going to invest in more speculative stocks, you need to have a plan on getting out of them. If they're high flyers and you double your investment in a few months, sell half of it and redeploy that money into something else to lock in some gains. If the stock starts going down and the fundamentals change, what do? Many experts, and I don't claim to be one, say that you should have a stop loss, and if it goes down more than 20%, sell all of your position. I'm not suggesting that, but keep an eye on all of your holdings and have some thought-out strategy for taking gains and minimizing losses. But if the bulk of your investments are in broad market indices and some blue chip stocks, you'll almost always do well if you hold for the long term. Okay, let's wind down. Do you own any of the stocks that I've mentioned? And I didn't even mention Virgin Galactic, which is another disappointment, and I've done a number of videos on it in the past. Because these are in a Roth IRA, I can't sell them and take the losses against winners. But just for an experiment, if these were in a regular stock account where I could take the losses against wins, what do you think? Should I hold or should I sell? Leave a comment in the comment section below, please. Okay, that's all for today. Hopefully you've subscribed to this channel. I would love it if you like my videos and left a comment, even a short one. Thank you so much and good luck in investing. You can follow me on Instagram at AnthonyRRMills. I sell books and small collectibles on eBay with the username stock_tycoon. I have a wonderful array of old stock certificates, coins, banknotes, tokens, postal items, Masonic items, and silver coins. I only sell to people with addresses in the United States. If that applies to you, please check out my items. Thanks.